Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this really simple soft smoky eye with a pop of pink. I really love this look. I've been doing wing liner for like the past 2 weeks. Like, it is a staple for me right now, and I just kind of switch up my lip. So today's look is a beautiful pink by Fenty. It's Candy Venom, and I absolutely love the way that it looks. I thought it was going to be too much with my tortoise sweatshirt, but it ended up working out. So if you guys want to see how I got this look and what products I use, because Mama shopped her stash, let's go. Alright guys, so we are shopping my stash again, and we are starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in number 4. I also own number 5, but number 5 is a little bit darker. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to hit the high points of my face. I like to use this before my foundation. I'm essentially using this to highlight. Originally, this was the shade I bought, and I remember looking at it and going, oh no, it's definitely too light. But I have really just come to appreciate it for what it is. And it is light, but I'm not just wearing it on my bare skin. I'm layering my foundation over it. And sometimes I like to get a little bold and I apply it over my foundation. I had my blinds open and it was messing with my lighting. I'm gonna take my Fenty stick in Truffle. This has been literally part of my everyday routine, and I am digging it. Remember what I said? I was going to try and not forget my nose. I know, it looks crazy, but I promise you it will work out. Guys, my go-to brush has been the Scott Barnes brush to blend out my contour, but I washed it yesterday. It's still wet. Womp womp. So I'm just going to take this foundation brush I used yesterday, and I forgot to wash it, just to kind of blend this out a little bit. For my foundation, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in 7.5. I have 7.5 and 8, and I find that 8 is a little more golden, and 7.5 is definitely more neutral golden, and I prefer neutral. But both work equally well on my skin tone. The foundation that I really wanted to wear today was a Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation, but all I found was the shade Praline, and that's my summer color. I don't know if I even opened a new of the sand. That's normally what I wear, but I just woke up and I have it on my brain, and so now I'm like, I want to wear it. I want to wear it. It's gonna have to be another video. The Charlotte Tilbury foundation, though, for the record, is one of my favorite foundations. It's so good. For my concealer, I'm going in with the Smashbox concealer in medium cool peach. You guys know that this is my jam right here. I love this concealer. I say it every time I use it, and I mean it. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and then I'll go in and blend it out. I'm taking my matchstick again, and I'm just going to reinforce what I already have. Alright guys, for my bronzer, I'm going to be using Cappuccino by Anastasia, and I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush because I love this brush. I like to keep it mostly in to deposit the color because it helps me be precise, but then I like to fan it out to buff and blend. It's just such a good brush. So another product that is Fenty that I've been loving, and I've said this before, is the Rum Highlighter. If you are somebody that doesn't really like it because you feel like it lifts your makeup or it looks patchy, let me give you a tip. Use your brush. When I first got these, you know, your initial instinct is to just swipe it on your face. And for me, I found that it would lift my foundation, that it wouldn't, you know, blend, that it looked heavy, and like there was product sitting on top of my skin. And when I used it with a brush, because it was sitting, oh, and the other thing is, I bought the tan set, and using the tan set, I felt like it was too dark for me because I was applying it directly to my skin. Once I started to use a brush, it just gives you like the most beautiful, insane, golden, bronzy highlight. Like, look at that. It's honestly stunning. It's honestly perfect. So we have that on. And I'm going to try something new today. It might definitely backfire on me. I'm going to take this shade with a fluffy brush. And this is from the Dior palette in Copper Gold. I'm just trying to see if I can make this shade work for me. Gosh, it looks so pretty. The only thing is, I guess I could use this as a highlighter if I use a fluffy brush, because it does look kind of muddy on my skin. Yeah, definitely looks muddy. But wow, look at that cheek. Just looks like I've been slapped. So just to try and make this work, I'm just going to take my foundation brush and pat over that just to remove some of the raw pigmentation on my skin. And I'm going to take Caramel, which is the matchstick closest to my skin. And I'm going to clean this up here because I got some of that Dior highlighter. And this is just going to help clean up. There you go. Since I have a lot of shimmer going on, I'm going to take this blush by Nars in the shade Amour. And it's just a beautiful rosy pink blush. It's a matte blush. So that'll help with some of the shimmer I have going on. But that Dior highlighter, legit, it kind of made the rest of my face look a little muddy. Like up here, it does look a little muddy, but you live and you learn, right? I just picked the wrong time to learn. I'm going to take my Lane Low Paint Pot by MAC. Looks like this. And I'm just going to apply it to my lids. I have really been into a winged look. That is the wing liner has been my thing for about 2 weeks now. And I'm enjoying it. I'm going to use the Narcissist Wanted palette. And I am just going to create a little bit of a base for my look. So I'm going to start off by taking this shade here and just dusting that all over my lid. Wow, that was super pigmented. A little bit went a long way. I wasn't expecting that. My eyelids feel raw. I've been doing a peel in the evenings because my skin has been breaking out some. I'm going to take this bottom shade here. And I noticed yesterday when I was applying my concealer that I saw some flaking. I'm like, what is that? And then I realized that it was my peel. Even though I don't bring it into my eyes, like in the eye area, I do not do that. But for whatever reason, they're peeling. And if you're wondering, it's the Peter Thomas Roth peel pads. They're in a white packaging. They're really good. I've noticed that my skin is definitely responding well to it. I'm going to take the shade here right next to it. So I use this one. I'm going to go in with that. And I'm just going to deepen that a little bit. I'm going to take just a little bit of this top color here. It's like a rosy red shade, and I'm going to again just build that into the crease. So for my liner, what I've been using is my roller liner by Benefit. So what I like to do, liner can be tricky. I'm going to show you what works for me. I like to line kind of using my lower lash line as a guide. So as you guys can see, it's going to go this way. So you guys know I like to pull a little bit, and there's my wing. I like to take a brush. I've actually really been loving the Pat McGrath one, just to kind of clean up the line and make sure that it's nice and cut, sharp, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then we'll come back to finish this look. All right, guys, so I have my liner on, and just looking at it, this one is definitely sharper than this one. This one has just like a little bit of a pulling. So I'm gonna take this really fine brush. This is another trick I like to do. This is a Real Techniques detailing brush, and I just like to go and get really close to that wing and just clean it up and then pat the product, because when you're dragging, you're clearly moving your foundation. And so by applying a little layer of concealer and then blending it out, you're really just building more coverage where you're removing it also. The other thing I'm seeing here is just I need to build this up a little bit more. If you are not an expert at wings, do not try doing a wing on a day where you need to be out the door. It's just not gonna happen. I was watching my younger sister do some liner this weekend. She was getting ready. She doesn't always wear her liner, but when she does, it always impresses me. It's like, doop, doop, done. And she doesn't do like the full eye. She has smaller eyes than I do. She doesn't do the full eye. She just like does mid eye and then does this cat. It looks so pretty on her. But it's just, her eye shape is different. I'm really happy with the way that this wing turned out. I like how thick it is. Let's throw on some mascara. I'm going to be using the Nars Extreme Climax mascara, and I'm not using a primer with this because I find that the primer just makes my lashes stick together, but I do really like this mascara. At first I wasn't really sure, but I love this mascara. It is very good. So I like the way the eyes look. I am not really digging this cheek. It's bothering me. So I'm gonna take this stick by Sephora, and I'm going to apply it with a brush. I'm hoping that this does not fudge up the rest of my look but I just feel like my cheeks look so ashy. Oh, fudgesicle. It messed them up. All right, this is just not gonna fly. This is unacceptable. Let me just pat this crap in. Normally that chubby stick, just so you guys know, I love it. But I feel like my cheeks look gray. I hate to say it, but this isn't the only time this has ever happened. I'm gonna try using this Melt blush and see if maybe this cancels out some of the gray. Yeah. There you go, color. There you go. Woohoo! We got color and shimmer. And again, we're going to just blend some of this out so that it's softer and not so crazy in your face. But gosh, that looks so much better than the gray cheek I was rocking. All right, so for my lips, I am going to be using one of the Fenty lipsticks, and we are using Thick. I need color. I love this lipstick. I love the color. Just, I feel like it's a little too muted for the vibe I'm going for today. I mean, it's pretty, but I just feel like I need something else. Either color or something brown. Okay, I'm happy. This is exactly what I wanted. And honestly, this was the color that I wanted to kind of base my look around. And I'm like, no, you did something bold yesterday. I've been wearing a ton of lipstick and a ton of color. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should. That's where I'm trying to post my lip of the day. And this is exactly what I wanted. So I'm happy. This is my lip for today, and I hope that you guys like this. Here is the final look. Let's quickly recap. These Fenty lipsticks are amazing. They are very pigmented, full coverage, long wearing, not drying, and they are beautiful. I really like this highlighter palette. This color, I'm just having a really hard time imagining how to make it work on my complexion. This powder is one of my favorite powders, and I actually just reordered that powder because as you guys saw, I hit pan on that and I gave one to my friend. This, you know, I like it and I don't. I have like, I shouldn't say I don't. I like it, but I'm also very indifferent to it. Like I have it and I don't really use it a ton. I need to play with it more and really just learn to appreciate it for what it is. But I'm not there yet. This mascara I'm loving. I am loving this mascara. It's probably top 2 right now. One of my favorite foundations. That's all you need to know. The roller liner in the brown is one of my favorite liners. Like, it is deep enough to where it gives you a dramatic effect, but it's also soft enough to where it doesn't overpower whatever look you're doing. I love this liner so much. And honestly, it's the only liner that I've been using for a while now. Lastly, the Narcissist palette in Wanted. It's a great neutral palette. I wouldn't say rush out and buy it. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore, to be honest with you. It's pretty, but I just feel like it's not a palette that I really pull for often. So I'm gonna say, if you want it, get it, but I mean, it's a good palette. It's just not anything fantastic. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying these videos where I am shopping my stash. Thank you guys. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys want to see for the holidays. I'm starting to just kind of play with ideas and at night sometimes when I have some free time, I'll come in and I'll play with different looks. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.